So we ought to be children of faith. And children of faith will always be on the move. People that are filled with faith, they are always on the move. They always act. They are always progressive. In the book of 1 Kings, if you read chapter 17, it's about Elijah. After they had their confrontation, that he spake that there will not be rain for some space of time. Immediately after that declaration, he got an instruction from God to go to a particular place, Brook Cherith, that he has commanded a raven to feed him there. So that resources we are looking for many a times is not here. When I say here means where you are, the current location where you are. It's not there. We were having conversation yesterday. Remember, you came up with something, and while we were talking, and then we just said, just keep walking. Forget about something you don't have. Just keep doing the preparation. Plan with the mentality that you have everything, and it is in line of that conversation that I am talking. So God told this person, this place you are is not the place. There is a place where what you are looking for or what you will need has been provided. What does that imply? Everything you will need in life to succeed has already been provided. It's not going to be provided, but it's kept somewhere waiting for you. And if you don't make your move, it will never come to you. You must make your move. That shows you have faith. You keep planning. You keep strategizing. You keep moving. Even when the resources is not physically with you, you continue, because the resources is waiting for me somewhere. Where we are today, we met the provision of God. The provision did not find us. We will find a provision. If you go down that same scripture, at a certain time, that brook and the raven ceased. But before it ceased, there was another arrangement with a widow. And the instruction was that, young man, young woman, prophet or whosoever you are, you have to go and locate a widow. I have instructed that widow to provide you what you will need. God will always make provision ahead before you will have to need it. Go to the creation of man. You will observe that everything man would need was made before man was created. That's how the system is programmed to run. That thing you think you need has been provided. It is my responsibility to move until I find it. The children of Israel, on their way out of Egypt, they got stuck between the Red Sea and the armies of Egypt. And then they had to stand somewhere. Miracle did not happen until they did what? Until they moved. You have to be on the move. Don't allow anything to keep you in one place. Don't get stuck. Don't allow anything. Don't become frustrated with life because what you are looking for, you have not found it, and then you want to surrender. No, continue to push. That's my charge to us. I had a conversation in one of the places over the weekend. I didn't really have time to explain something, and I told them that, you see, in this agenda of achieving success in life, there is always the God factor. We can never take away the place of God in it. But it's unfortunate that many a times when people succeed, they tend to forget. That was why the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18 said that after you have done this and done this and done this, there is a tendency that your heart will be lifted and you will forget the Lord your God, for it is he that gave you the power to make wealth as it is today. That after people have succeeded in life, there is a tendency for them to remove God in the equation, and they will say it's because I worked hard. Hard work is needed also, but it is not just hard work. Because when I did a little chart, and then I was able to break that God factor, I was able to break it into two sections. The area of somebody having the ability to identify maybe problem, identify need, It's an instinct that is given to us by God. It's something that you are born with. It's not something that you struggle to get. The instinct to discover need, to recognize need, is there, innate in human being. Instinct is in us. And then the other side is the area of knowledge, which is something that you learn. Remember, for you to learn something, somebody will give it to you. Somebody taught you. So God factor, break it down into two: the area of grace, which is something you didn't labor for, and the area where you have to make your effort. So something that is given to you, something that you have to acquire, training, knowledge, and then when you bring them down, they will help you to learn how to modify products, learn how to do appropriate pricing, price that is attractive. Because whatever you are doing, for you to break into the market, you must know how to price attractively. Now, this one is both the area of grace and the knowledge you have learned put together will be helping you to do all of these things. Then you come to the area of knowing how to distribute exceptionally and differently. Like the people that came up with distribution style that is exceptional, that is different from what was existing. And there's also a tendency that something can come up tomorrow that will beat the Amazons and the Conga and the rest of them. These things, they're ideas that came, and they came from God. Now, ability to also develop systems and structures. You see that God factor branch into two sections: the area that you don't struggle to get and the area you have to make effort to get. Then the two of them will still merge again, and this is not exhaustive. It's just because of the time. So you cannot take God away from the equation of success. So while we are talking about you not getting stuck, since there is a provision ahead for you, do everything you need to do. If you need to go out there to learn more skills, please go and learn. If you tried something today and it did not work, and you observe that the reason you failed is because you don't know enough about that, you should go and learn. Remember, the God factor, there is an area of grace, there is an area of knowledge. Even the Bible told us that Jesus grew in what? In grace, and in what? Stature, in knowledge. So there's an area of grace, there is area where he learns. Even Jesus himself, he learns for certain things. For example, the languages that he spoke, did he not learn them? He learned them. So we don't just stay one corner and then say because God has stated it is going to happen. No. But the bottom line that I'm trying to make here now is, don't get stuck. There is a place that God has kept, that thing you're looking for. If you keep sitting down, sleeping in your room, feeling disappointed, that will not find you. It is my responsibility to go out every day to look for the place where God has kept the people that will help you, the people that will buy your products, the people that will advertise your products, the people that will sell your products. You don't find them in your house. You must get out of there. No matter how difficult it seems to be, I want to encourage you, have this confidence in yourself that all I need has been provided for. And with that faith, go out and walk. Thank you, and God bless you.